Are you starting? I'll start. Good afternoon, everybody.
We just spent 30 minutes talking and no one bothered to bring up who should start. Is that what happened?
Anyway, I'm Rich Newell. I'm the credentialing director here at PPA. I'm along with, who are you? Booray Perry?
I'm Booray Perry, the host of the International Photographic Competition.
Great. So we're here today. We're going to talk to you a little bit about what's going on with IPC.
There's a lot to talk about. But even more important than talking about the changes and stuff in the show is that we have to reveal the finalists.
There are some finalists.
There are some finalists.
Yes.
Well, my first question is, how many entries did we have this year?
So we had 2,018 entries, which is up over last year. So we're heading the right direction. Some great images.
Substantial increase over last year.
Yeah. So yeah, the first year was probably, again, if you were going to enter and find a category, the odds were better last year.
Yeah,
we have more images this year.
This is my point, is that when the day comes that I'm no longer the host and can enter, it'll be too late for me. Because there'll be like 5,000, 6,000 pictures, and I'll not stand a chance. Right now, this is my...
Oh, you didn't stand a chance anyway.
When the iron is hot and I can't enter. If you're not entering now, you're crazy, because it's not going to get easier.
It's not going to get any easier. Yeah, it's this year's going to be a good competition. Again, we've got images, the results. The finalists are up. All the results. If you're not a finalist, you can see where your images are ranked. That is in your MyPPA account. We have the finalist images are in the gallery on the PPA website. I think Lauren's going to pop up how to get there. We'll walk you through that. And then look at her go. She's so good.
There they are.
So yeah, so you can go into the IPC gallery page. You select this year's images, so 2025 finalists, and you can search those by category. So all 16 categories are listed there. If you click on the image will come up large for you. So you can take a look and see and go through and try to pick out your favorites. There's no off-site betting, so just do whatever pools you need to do. But there's round of 32. Yeah, not that. Hey, no official. There's no official gambling.
No official.
Yes.
I will say this. Listen, if you're a friend of mine, then go in for each category and pick the image that you want to win, not the one that you think will win. Because this is the one I would pick. And be prepared to show me that when I see you at Imaging USA, because I think it's fun to go to people and go, this is the one that I liked, or this is the one that I liked. And it's fun to see how different people have different ideas and different things that they like. And it just makes me respect the judges even more. Yeah. Because I don't know how they pick. I really don't.
It's a tough job. Especially when you start getting down to, the closer you get to the finals, the harder it is. And then when you get the winners of each category and those start going head to head, forget about it.
No,
there is no. At this point, if you're a finalist, congratulations. That is a great accomplishment. So there's 514 images out of the over 2,000 there. So you guys have made the first cut, which is awesome. And congratulations to those people. If you didn't, again, your results are in your MyPPA account, and it'll give you the ranking where your image ranked compared to all the other images in that category. So you'll get a feel for where you're at, where how you might need to different images for the following year. So kind of give you the standing against the peers in that category. So
if you go into your account, by the way, and you see that one of your images does not have a ranking and it says not ranked,
yes,
what that means is that you entered more than one image into a category. And so if it says not ranked, it means that it would have ranked in the top 32, but because you had another image that ranked higher in the top 32, then that image gets kicked out. And so it doesn't actually have a ranking. Am I right about that?
That's exactly right. So you kind of get the bragging rights of being in the top 32, but it's not in the top 32.
Right.
So say, yeah, exactly. So if you entered 3 or 4 images in that category and you have one that is in the finalists and you've got 2 that are not ranked, those 2 would have been in the top 32, but considering you can only have 1 image in there, they don't get a ranking.
And now okay, that image, we can put that image in again next year.
Yeah, because it didn't make top 32. Absolutely.
Right. Any image that doesn't make top 32, you can put in next year. So if you have anything that's not ranked, okay, this would have made the top 32 this year, if not for another image that I had that ranked a little higher. So we'll bring this one back next year, and so hopefully this one will go.
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to get to the most important question I think that everybody has on their mind, Booray. So what are you wearing?
What am I going to be wearing? I know. I made the mistake last year of wearing like the super sparkly black jacket, and now like it's only happened once, but I feel like people are expecting me to show up in something that's
Yes.
sparkly again, because I was thinking, I'll just wear a tuxedo every year and I'll be fine. And then you and several other people like, no, you have to show up like you have to look like a game show host for the rest of your life. So now I am currently shopping for the jacket that I will be wearing on stage this year.
Well, I'm sure that people on your Facebook page would love to make suggestions to you. So any links, send a link over. I mean, honestly, we have people here in the office. Jessica was bringing me Western shirts and things the other day. So
I thought about that. I actually thought about it. I was like, what if I themed it? We're going to be in Dallas. So what if I like wear like a Western shirt and a bolo tie and a hat and all that? And I thought, well, then I'll have to come up with a different theme every single year. And we're not always at some place where there's a distinctive theme.
Okay. Well, I think we've spent enough time on your jacket.
No, we can't spend too much time on me.
So let's talk about what happens next. Again, congratulations to everybody that's a finalist. And again, anybody that entered, I think this is a great, a fun, exciting way to gauge yourself against your peers. Again, the big congratulations though to all the finalists. Those finalists the next round of judging starts live. We'll have live judging at IUSA. First round is Saturday morning, 9 a.m. And I believe that is February 1st. So we'll be in there. There'll be a panel of 5 judges. We'll go through each category in the round of 32. So boudoir to wildlife. We'll narrow the boudoir down to 16 and go through all the categories, and then we go to the round of 16 and do the same thing. We'll do that. We'll get halfway through in the morning. We'll take a break at 1 o'clock. We restart and we'll finish up and get them down. So every category we get down to the round of 4 before Monday night. Booray is going to be our host. We're going to have some fun things that we're going to do. We'll do a little the audience participation thing. We're going to be testing in that Saturday event.
Yeah, that's it. We've got some stuff planned for Monday night.
Yes,
we are going to be able to put the audience. We're going to be audience members will, if it works, audience members. Well, Wi-Fi at different resorts. You never know what's going to happen. But hopefully, we're going to test it on Saturday. So if you come to see what's happening on Saturday with the prelims, with the image scrimmage, then on Saturday you will see us test that. In the afternoon, we're going to test all the stuff that we're going to do on Monday night. And one of them will be that the people in the audience will be able to vote. Your vote won't count, but we will be able to see how you stack up against the judges. So I'll be able to look and say, okay, so the judges picked this, but the audience actually liked this.
Exactly. So you get a chance to almost be in the chair and see how your vote compares to the judges and the audience as a whole compared to what our judges are looking at. Again, this year, again, it's more of a conversation starter, but it'll be some fun information to have. And I'm curious to see how the audience compared to the judges do.
Yeah. And also Rich and the gang have worked on a lot of behind the scenes stuff on the software to make it run smoother for us. And also to make it, if I'm correct, right, it's going to be a little bit more obvious where we are in the bracketing breakdown.
Exactly. So on Monday night, we'll be having some live brackets so you can see especially as they get closer to the finals, where those images and how they're moving through the brackets. You'll be able to see what their next image, who's going to be going up against who. So kind of, March Madness with photographs in it. So hopefully help keep everybody on the same page. Especially Monday night will be in the live audience full on participation. So we'll have a QR code. You'll log in on your phone, vote right there on your phones. It'll be fun.
And also, it's unique because last time we were following awards and degrees, and this time we have our own night.
We are. Monday night is competition.
Monday night is IPC night.
IPC night. We're a standalone event on Monday. So bring the energy. Anybody that was there last year, this was a fun event. I expect it to be bigger, more exciting. We're lining up some great personalities on the stage. I have a Reba McEntire, not the Reba McEntire, but I have a Reba McEntire lined up. I've got a Simon Cowell lined up. It's going to be exciting.
Also, I want to point out that if you are a finalist, which means you might make the final four, bring some clothes, because I don't want to be the only one who's wearing a tuxedo on the stage on Monday night. You know, if you're going to be up there with me, if you're going to win your category, if you're going to win the whole thing, you know, be dressed, because you know that once you win, it's picture, 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 picture. You have to have your picture with the president. You have to have your picture in front of the backdrop. You have to have all these pictures, which are going to be used to promote you and PPA and IPC and the magazine and every place else. So, you know,
well, and Monday night streamed. Monday night is a live streamed event, so
yeah,
you know,
that's right.
we're gonna be showing people, you know, on stage. Booray will be again. We're gonna show him for sure. I apologize in advance. You know, so if you make the final four, you know, there's pretty good odds you're gonna be on the stage. So
yeah,
you know, we're not saying there's a dress code, but you know, you might look good for photos.
Yeah. Oh, any questions, by the way? If you have any questions, throw them in the comment section. There is the top 32 in each category, not on Monday night. The top 32 in each category happens on Saturday. And then by the end of the day, Saturday, we will be down to the final four in each category. The final four go against each other on Monday night at the big show.
Exactly. Yes. So just to be clear, you know, Saturday is the round of 32, the round of 16, and the round of 8. Will all happen on Saturday. That is not a streamed event. It is a live event. So that is a live judging. We'll have two different panels, one panel in the morning, one panel in the afternoon. So if you have a chance, if you're there on Saturday, pop in. You know, you're welcome. You can pop in and out of the room. You don't have to stay for the whole thing if you don't want to. It is fun. You know, it's a fun event that we talk to the judges. We'll talk to the audience. There's some good energy. We have music playing. It's a good time.
I was very surprised. I was very pleasantly surprised at how many people were in that room last time.
Yes.
I thought it would be like us and maybe 20 people, and no, people were there. Yeah. And they stayed because it's fun. It's fun. If you're not doing pre-con and you come in early, there's nothing else to do on Saturday anyway but come and watch us. You know, because if you're there for pre-con, you're there for pre-con. But if you're not and you just came in a day early for this, well, then we're the only game in town. So come hang out with us on Saturday and watch and get involved, because it's a lot of fun. It really is. Saturday's a blast.
It is. Again, it's the judges take it serious, but we have fun doing it.
Right.
Again, it's a serious thing. I mean, there's money on the line. That we're not messing around with the voting, but the conversations are a good time. You know, so if you're used to, you know, IPC of old, this is not that. This is not a formal. The audience can't talk. It is not that event. It is, you know, again, we've got qualified judges. They know what they're looking at. But they also get to talk about the images and what they like and what they don't like, and again, that's part of the fun of it, is to hear how the judges interact about the images. So, and
you have to remember that by the time you get to Saturday, by the time you get to the top 32, every image has been looked at by 15 judges and scored. So it's already been run through a long battery of tests, you know, with all these judges to get to this point. So you're looking at some pretty good work at that point, and the margins are going to be slim. And so it's incredible. I mean, well, you're going to see, go to the website and look at all the final 32 in each category, and you try and figure out how you would pick just one in the category, and then try and figure out how you would put, how is this wildlife image going to stack up against this wedding image? It's just, I don't know how do you, I don't, you know, and there's 16 categories.
Right.
So it's nuts. So absolutely come and see us on Saturday. And of course, come and see us on Monday. There was something else I wanted to ask you.
There is.
What happens if you see two of your images in the top 32? You cannot have two of your images in the top 32 in the same category.
Right.
We covered that at the very beginning. If you have two images that make the top 32 in the initial 15 panel judge that happens of you before we get to Imaging USA, then the one that is the lower ranked of those two gets scored as not ranked. And when you look at when you go into PPA, when you look at your thing, all your images there, if you see one that says not ranked, it means it would have made the top 32 if it hadn't been for the other one that you have that did make the top 32 and ranked a little bit higher.
Yeah. So let me talk to you guys a little bit about how images go up against you, the bracketing system. So in the round of 32, So basically, what we do, it's not a pure bracket where number 1 goes against number 32. We break it down in the preliminary rounds to if top half of the bracket goes against the bottom half of the bracket. So if it's 1 through 16, goes through 17 to 32. So it's random at that point. So we're random top half against the bottom half until we get to the final fours. And then at the final fours, we set them in brackets. So you'll see how images move through that bracket. And all of that, I believe we're going to actually push the brackets out onto the website. If you're not there, you can actually see images moving through the brackets live on the website.
One doesn't necessarily go against 32, but it could.
It could. Absolutely could.
But one will not go against 15, 14, 13, 12, blah, blah, blah. One doesn't go up against 2 in the first round. It's because they're medal rounds. That's what I want to point out.
It's a modified ranking as far as how they move through the brackets. But so if you're in the top half of the bracket, you'll continue to be in the top half of the bracket until you get to the point where, if you're ranked number 8, at some point you're going to move to the bottom.
Megan. Yes, if you have something that's not ranked, you can enter it next year. Any image that doesn't make the final 32 that we look at on Saturday at Imaging USA is eligible to be entered again.
Great question. So
and this, for those of you who might be new, also there's the medals. The medal rounds start on Saturday. So the 32, the bracket of 32, the images that are eliminated in that round are bronze medalists. Yep. Then in the bracket after that, which is the bracket of 16 that go head to head, the ones that are eliminated are silver. The next round, the ones that are eliminated are gold. And then we get down to the final 4. All the final 4 images are platinum, and one of those images will be the category winner.
Yes, and that's the diamond image.
The diamond image.
That is the diamond image. Yep. And you'll pick your pins up right at IUSA. If you're not there, we mail those out to you.
Katie, they do. All 32 finalists will be judged live on Saturday at Imaging USA.
Yep. Great question.
And this is your first time. I hope you made the final 32.
Yeah.
Because this will be a big deal for you. You need to come because you've never seen this before.
So Megan missed how to look at. Lauren, can we show them one more time? So if you go into the PPA website under events, you can see results. In there, or the gallery is listed on there. There you go. And then goes to the gallery. Once you're in the gallery, you select the year. This is the cool feature because this gallery is going to get bigger and bigger every year. You can look at last year's finalists or this year. So select 2025. You can search it by category. And then as results come in, as judging happens live at IUSA, these results get updated live. So as the round of 32 finishes, then you can search and see the round of 16s and as we go through. So by the end of the week or into the competition, this whole gallery will be filled out and you can search it by round, which is fun.
I'm looking at images now. You've lost me.
I know. So it's hard to go through these and not pick out your favorites.
Were you talking? Because I'm just like, wait, let me see. See that one again. The rest of I've got a good hour or two now mapped out as soon as we finish this, so I can go in and look at each one of these and like,
So it was a big task. I mean, you're getting through 2,000 plus images and putting them in order. Basically, is what we've done at this point. So the judges, it was a lot of hard work, and they go through and they score in 4 different categories, and they can get a score up to 100. And we use those numeric scores to kind of as a start point, and then they rank the top 32. So once they get in the top 32, then they put them in brackets based on their results. So if you've made the finalist list, again, congratulations. It's a big accomplishment and a big honor. But you're not done. So we've got the live judging on Saturday. We've got the live judging on Monday night. So
we have our own night now on Monday.
We do. Yes.
When do we find out about the World Cup team?
Great question. Let me answer this one real quick. Yes, we'll be sending out finalist graphics again. So here's a little bit of the challenge. We don't want the judges to know who our finalists are, so we don't put your names on the photographs. All right. You will get a graphic sent out to you, I believe today. I'm going to put our marcom department on the line here. Very soon you'll get a graphic. You get a social graphic. You can post, "Hey, I'm a IUSA finalist." That can go up, but don't put your image out there so the judges don't know it's you. and then we don't have a cheating issue, because that's no fun.
Yeah, we count on you guys to help us out on this. We don't want the judges to know who did any of the images. So don't post your image and say, this made the finals.
Yeah.
We don't want anything like that. No, just you post a graphic that says, I made the finals.
I'm an IPC finalist. Yep.
Right. And then after Saturday night, then bam, everybody floods and comes in and goes, here's my images. And I made bronze, I made silver, I made gold.
Yeah. So the medals, again, it's images that are eliminated in the round of 32 are bronze. Then it moves bronze, silver, gold, platinum. The diamond is the overall winner of the category. They'll get the diamond pin, they get a trophy, and they get $1,000 for winning the category. How much does the overall winner get?
$10,000 if you win the GIA.
Yes. And again, if you could enter, how many jackets could you buy with 10 grand? I mean, seriously.
I buy a lot of jackets because these are very cheap jackets.
Well, I know, but it looks nice.
The problem is that I want a really nice jacket, and the sparkly ones are cheap. I don't know why. It seems like so many people would want to wear them that they'd want a good one.
Can you tell I'm jealous of the jacket? So,
but yeah, if you make it's bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond.
Yes. Top
32, top 16, top 8, top 4, category winner.
Right, exactly. And again, we'll have those medals there that you can pick up, or if you're not there, we'll send those out to you.
Is there a way to find out why photos weren't liked? No. Yeah.
Nope. This is just a competition. Again, it's a head-to-head competition, so they're ranked. It's not that they didn't like them, but if your image ranking was 45, they just like 44 images better. Okay?
Right, and you still ranked 45 out of what could have been hundreds that were in that category.
Yeah. So I believe, off the top of my head, I think our wildlife was our biggest category this year. I don't have the exact number off the top of my head, but that was a tough category this year. Lots of great images. They were all the category. I mean, we got a lot of really, really wonderful images this year. So congratulations to everybody. Oh, and hey, you'd mentioned World Cup. I'm going to a plug for that. So December 5th, we're going to be announcing Team USA. We'll do another Facebook Live. I haven't invited Booray to that one. I apologize. But it will be me announcing Team USA, which we select those images from the Merit Image Review as well as IPC. So some of those you may see in both places. So just a quick plug for that.
Hey, and let me just say this and ask you about this too, because there are people watching right now who this is their first experience with this, and like World Cup. So the World Cup is where every country picks images, and then competes against every other country. And one of the things that you might wonder is, I don't understand, like, this image won the GIAs, but it's not in the World Cup. Well, you have to understand the World Cup is a different game, and it's a different competition. And Rich and the other people who select the images that represent us in the World Cup, they're playing that game. So just because an image wins the GIAs doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work with the East German judge.
Well, and that's the really interesting thing for me is that, again, we've picked the team. So the images have been submitted. They're being judged right now, actually. Right. And we're also in the middle of our own competition. So it's fun to see what wins IPC compared to what has been selected for World Photographic Cup.
Because last year when it followed our show, I remember there were several people who did not win their category, and then they came up on stage for the World Cup.
Yeah,
just because it doesn't win here.
Yeah, it's not apples to apples.
The best choice for winning at the World Cup.
Yeah. So their category is a little bit different, and again, it's international. So what a style that does really well in the States may not do as well, internationally. So that we try to keep that in mind as we're selecting images as well.
It's like NASCAR. You're racing on a different track, and the car has to be set up differently for that track.
Exactly. Yeah. The international people are Formula One. We're more NASCAR here. So.
Well, okay.
All right, Lauren.
Anything else?
Do you have any questions? I didn't hear any of that.
I said I don't have anything else. Do you have any questions?
I don't have anything else either. Lauren, did we get all our questions?
Any questions? Anything else we need to do? Anybody got any questions?
We're all good. So, well, hey guys, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me via email, or you can call me if you really want to talk to me. Shoot me an email, and happy to answer your questions. Congratulations to all the finalists. I'm looking forward to the big show, our standalone event on Monday night, as well as the live judging on Saturday. Booray, anything to say before we go?
No, not a thing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm fired up, and it's still 2-3 months away.
I know, right? So, well, again, thanks, guys. Congrats to everybody.
I'll see you guys at imaging.
All right.